Hey everyone, and welcome! Let's jump right into today's magical storybook explainer. I am just so excited to share this with you because we're going to explore something truly special, the incredible magic of kindness. In our explainer today, we're following along with Bunny and his friends to see just how much power we all have to make the world a brighter, happier place. Are you ready? Let's go. But first, I want you to think about this for a second. If you saw a friend or even someone you didn't know very well looking really sad or crying, what would you do? Would you give them a big hug? Would you ask them what's wrong? Keep those answers in your mind because our friends in today's story are about to face this exact same situation. So let's start with part 1. A beautiful adventure begins. Our adventure starts on a truly perfect morning. Bunny, Pip, and Toto are walking across the sparkling cloud bridge and stepping right into the lively wind forest. It's this amazing place full of tall trees and magical dancing leaves. Looking around at all the wonderful sights, Bunny smiles this huge smile and says, "What a beautiful day!" And you can really feel it. Everyone is happy, the sky is gorgeous, and the colorful leaves are spinning right around them in tiny little circles. The wind in the forest blows so softly. Whoosh. But suddenly, mixed right in with that gentle sound of the wind, the friends hear something else. Choo, choo. It's a soft, very sad crying noise. Someone nearby is definitely not having a beautiful day at all. They follow the sound and find a tiny, little blue bird sitting all alone on a rock. Her name is Bella. Bunny gently sits down right next to her just to be close and friendly. Poor Bella's feathers are a little messy and her eyes are full of shiny tears. With a tiny shaky voice, she says, "My nest is gone." Which brings us to part 2, helping Bella the bird. Bella points up to a really tall tree. She tells them that during the night, the wind blew so hard that it knocked her little nest right out of the branches. Now, poor little Bella has absolutely nowhere to sleep. So what do Bunny and his friends do? Did they just walk away? No way. Bunny holds Bella's little wing, Pip flaps his wings with excitement, and they all nod together and say, "We'll help you." They know exactly what to do. Just look at them work together as an amazing team. Everyone jumps right into action. Step 1, Bunny hops around collecting strong little twigs. Step 2, Pip flies up high to bring down soft green leaves. And step 3, funny little Toto pushes a big piece of wood, sweating just a little bit but doing his absolute best. Even the other forest animals jump in to help. A butterfly brings a tiny flower, a squirrel brings soft moss, and a bee brings pretty flower petals. Working together piece by piece, they build a brand new nest way up in the tree branches. Bunny adds colorful flowers around the edges, and Pip decorates it with tiny blue feathers. When it's all done, Bella hops right inside. It's warm, cozy, and just absolutely beautiful. She smiles the biggest smile and happily chirps, "I love my new home." Everyone is so incredibly proud of what they built together. They all gather under the big tree, clapping their hands and singing a sweet, happy song. Side by side, kind hearts make a happy home. The little birds even fly around in the sky, making the shape of a giant heart. It turned into the most beautiful day, all because they chose to be kind. All right, let's move on to part 3, Mystery of the Crystal Heart. Our friends travel onward until they enter a deep, magical cave. But, something is wrong here too. The cave, which is normally bright and sparkling, has become dark, dull, and super quiet. Lumi, one of the cave's friends, points to an empty stand right in the middle of the room. The biggest, brightest crystal is missing. Lumi looks at everyone and says, "The crystal heart is gone. We must find it, because without it, the cave can't shine, and everyone is left in the dark." Now we have a real mystery on our hands. Who do you think took the crystal heart? Why would someone want to take all the light away from the cave? The friends look around, completely puzzled. They know they need to search super carefully to bring the light back. So they begin to search everywhere. They look over here, they look over there. Then Bunny suddenly spots tiny, glowing footprints on the ground. Benny looks super closely at the floor and points. "These little marks weren't here before," he says. They're these tiny little scratches, and they lead right behind a large, dark crystal rock. They peek behind the rock, and there they find little Milo the mole. Milo is incredibly tiny, and he looks so scared. He's just sitting there hugging the glowing crystal heart as tightly as he possibly can. When he sees the friends, he sniffles and whispers, "I didn't mean to take it. He was just frightened of the dark and wanted something bright to hold on to." And that leads us to our final lesson in part 4, kindness brings happiness. Sometimes people do things that cause problems, not because they're bad, but because they're scared or they just don't know what else to do. Little Milo was just afraid. So, what do our friends do? Bunny understands exactly how Milo feels. Bunny smiles a gentle smile, reaches out to the little mole, and says softly, "It's okay, Milo. Let's put it back." Instead of yelling or getting mad, they just help Milo carry the heavy crystal back to its stand. And as soon as the crystal heart is back in place, wow, the entire cave lights up with this warm, beautiful glow. All the small crystals shine again, and Milo isn't scared anymore. You see, helping someone find hope, whether it's building a new home for a little bird or being a good friend to a scared little mole, is the absolute greatest gift of all. Just like in our first story, kindness creates lasting magic. Remember Bella the bird? Well, before Bunny and the friends left the forest, Bella smiled and gave Bunny a magical glowing blue feather. "Thank you, Bunny," she said. That beautiful blue feather is a glowing reminder that kindness always comes back to warm your own heart. And that wraps up our wonderful explainer for today. We saw how building a nest and forgiving a scared friend can literally light up the whole world. So, as you go out into your own world today, I want to leave you with one final question to think about. Will you share your kindness today? Keep your eyes open, be ready to help, and make someone's heart feel right at home. See you next time.